After a few months, I finally received a letter from my mother. She told me that she would write to my grandmother and was working on the paperwork to bring me to America. The letter was brief and included $40. I was relieved to know my grandmother would find out I made it and was safe. It had been several months since I left her side. My escape took longer than most. The delay caused by the failed engine and pirates prolonged my ability to write the letter by 5 or 6 weeks. The delay tortured Grandma. She was not able to sleep and waited for the letter to arrive. She did not give up hope and refused to accept negative news. Grandma slept for 2 days after she received my letter. The process to get to America was slow, but was moving along. As the months went by, the barrack would slowly start to empty. After successfully completing the interview, refugees were transferred to the next site, Galang 2. This site prepared you for your new home country. Language and customs were taught to help acclimate you to the country you were destined for. Since I was a minor, I was not scheduled for any of the classes. I did my best to learn from the homework my cousin and neighbors shared. My female cousin was one of the first to leave for America. Her paperwork was processed quickly by her husband, who was already there. When she had gone, my male cousin cared for me as a father would. When he was called to Galang 2, he took me with him. About 10 people from our barrack had gone before we left. Even though we had shared a traumatic bond, we departed as strangers. There were no goodbyes or well wishes for the future. A part of me felt empty and uncomfortable to leave this way. As a child, I was too shy to speak up, so I will say now. To those who I shared this journey with, I thank you for your serenity and support. I hope your escape was not in vain, and that the sacrifices you made brought you success and happiness. As we walked to Galang 2, my cousin ran into an old friend from his neighborhood. The elation from that moment still brings me a smile today. He was tall and skinny and had feathered shoulder-length hair. He wore blue jeans, a light blue long-sleeved shirt, and cream-colored sandals. When they realized who each other was, they ran toward each other and embraced. It was a very touching moment. He walked with us to the site and showed us where our building was. After we dropped our things, we went to his building, where he cooked for us. He had been at the camp for almost 3 years. He was a jovial man and made lots of jokes. He gave me candy and sweets. He had a sweet tooth, just like me. The new camp was similar, with the exception of housing. Rather than large barracks, the buildings had elevated living areas with an open garage-like room underneath.